Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the world of Menedegia. This is Power Word Quest's bi-weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream campaign. My name is Alex, and I'll be your dungeon master this evening. Apologies in advance, we are having some technical difficulties with Discord today. It doesn't seem to be anything on anyone's specific setup. It seems like Discord's just struggling. So some individuals may sound a little bit robot-y, face cams may be a little bit stuttery. We're hoping it just resolves itself as we move into session. Also, unfortunately, Kieran is out sick today. So it'll just be the folks we have here. Chloe, if you want to take us on.
Hi. Hopefully I'm not center robotic. But I play Aoife Brannan, the Hexblood Blood Hunter.
Hello, I am Robyn, and I'm playing Maetars, the Hexblood Zealot Barbarian.
Hi, I'm Elliot, and I'm playing Calvis, the Eladrin Paladin.
And I'm Lukas, playing Calvera, the Air Genasi Order's Scribe Wizard.
Thank you for tuning in tonight and joining me and the robots that have replaced our usual cast members today. If this is the first time you've joined us, welcome. We are Power Word Quest. We stream live on Twitch from roughly 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time every Wednesday. You can find us at twitch.tv/PowerWordQuest.
We also upload our episodes on YouTube. They're uploaded shortly after the weekly episode, and you can find us at youtube.com/PowerWordQuest.
And if you prefer podcasts, you can find us on your favorite podcasting platforms, Spotify and Google Play.
And before we dive in, I just did want to highlight one thing. We just recently hit... Hi, Lucky. Glad you made it. We just recently hit affiliate on Twitch, so just a big thank you to everyone that follows and watches the streams. That wouldn't have been possible without all of you all. So with that, we're going to be working in some fun channel point things that'll probably start showing up next session. Twitch Prime subs and all that is available. As always, that is no pressure at all, but big thank you to anyone who does. Kella, he's out sick today. I think he might be lurking in the chat right now, but he's having some really nasty migraines. So unfortunately, yeah, he's going to be sitting out this week. But that works for what I had planned for Thaddeus, which you'll probably see next time we have this session. He's having some fun eldritch stuff going on with him. So as is tradition, we're gonna have everyone roll a d20 to see who goes first, or who goes for the recap. Lukas has been fucking reduced to atoms on his camera.
Oh no!
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, you're
Lukas.
audible.
But, yeah, bear with us, everyone. Discord's really not playing nice today.
This is
Yeah,
actually the
We're trying.
So,
But yeah, let's get those d20 rolls going.
oh yeah. Who did that last time?
Oh, seems like you're back, Lukas.
I think it
Keep
was.
it done last time. Was it not?
I did not roll great.
I honestly don't know.
I think it was Kieran. So
I think it was Kieran.
it's looking like
Yeah, I think it was. That sounds right to me.
I don't know why my thing isn't coming up on Foundry.
You can just tell me what
Jordan.
you got,
Mine isn't coming up.
or I guess I
got
can
an
look
18.
on. I guess I can look on D&D Beyond too for the rolls. Hold up.
I got this 3.
Where are all my tabs? See, we got a 2 from Lukas. So I think that just it's Lukas. If you are present enough
Weird,
technologically.
it's opposite day. Can you hear me real good?
You're
Yeah.
robot-y, but you're audible.
I can see you on Twitch, but not on my own screen, so you might be fine.
Well, it's gonna
Like-
it's gonna be based on how well he's showing up on mine for Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lag
okay.
between the stream and like what we do. It's like I think it's like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
It's been like that since the very beginning, so it might be that.
Yeah. Right, so I will attempt. Last session, I'll try and be slow and clear so that you can hear through the pixels.
Really enunciate.
So last session,
That makes it worse. For the sake of clearness, I might do it this week because Discord struggles are not going to be an issue for the stream on my end. So y'all get a break this week. But last week, the party spent some more time in the Verdant Vale, chatting with Vass, getting to interact a bit more with the Hexbloods. They came to some arrangements with Vass for basically use of the Verdant Vale as a place to rest and use to travel, doing some favors for him. One of which included handling a bit of a pest control problem he had in the cellar, which after dealing with some rats, turned out to actually be referring to a colony of mimics the party had to deal with. And it went smoothly until the very end, where Mae made some risky decisions that led to her suffering severe bodily harm and almost dying, if not for the supernatural powers that sustained her. This led to a rather dramatic moment right at the end of session where some words were exchanged between Aoife and Mae, leading to Mae slapping Aoife and TKOing her. She knocked right out. The party did retire for the night after that. Calvis, Calvaire, Mae, and Thaddeus being sent to the normal lodging rooms upstairs, whereas Aoife was by Vass given a bit more of private quarters elsewhere. We did also level up last session, so the party is now level 5. So I think now is a great time to go over everyone's level ups, and I have some surprises for y'all as well. As just before session, I put in the tweaks for y'all's custom magic items. So we'll just go in order of how y'all appear on my screen. So we'll start with Chloe. If you want to go over what level 5 does for Aoife.
Let's actually check that because I done this right after session last week and can't remember. So this will be great fun. No, I get an extra attack at 5th level, which is quite cool because I'm used to being a paladin. It's quite painful.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all you really get at 5th level, right?
Yeah, that's all you get.
So if you will look at the Grandma's Recipe book, I think I finally fixed it so the spells it grants you work properly. But there is also a new feature, the blood-soaked pages, which reads as, several of the book's once pristine pages have become soaked in blood during your recent battles. Disturbingly, the blood has revealed previously hidden ink, uncovering more of the book's dark secrets. And this new knowledge grants you a +2 to your Hemocraft DC. Now, I wasn't able to, with D&D Beyond, custom items actually grant like a +2, so you'll just have to keep in mind that your Hemocraft DC is going to be 2 higher than what your character page says it is.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. And we will go to Calvaire. If you want to tell us what... Lukas, if you want to tell us what Calvaire gets at level 5.
At level 5, I get spicy 3rd level spells. And I have taken haste, because we've got a lot of marshals in the class. I think bar me and Thaddeus, everyone else is marshal. I've also taken counterspell for if, I don't know, just feel like you have to take counter spell.
Yeah. So there are some new features added onto Sekar's ring as well. Now, they're not 100% working as intended. They're supposed to take charges. Right now it's saying you can cast these spells at will. So keep in mind you have 3 charges. Any of the spells takes 1 charge to cast. But
yeah. It says on spell has like 1C next to it.
okay, when I look at it, it still says it's at will. So it might be right on your screen though. But your added features for Sekar rings reads as, with your increased prowess in the arcane arts, you've discovered a few enchantments Sekar has placed upon the ring, unlocking the following abilities. You may cast the following spells up to a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. So at level 5, proficiency bonus is 3. You can cast any of these 3 spells a total of up to 3 times per long rest. First, Identify. Now you can use this as just the standard use of Identify, but you were able to detect that this enchantment has been tweaked to allow you to cast a modified version of the spell, though you're not quite sure what changes have been made yet.
Okay. Question. Identify doesn't require the material component?
Nope. This
Cool.
just takes the charge. So like how in the past with the Staff of the Woodlands, any spell you cast through a charge on a magic item does not require any material components.
Awesome.
You also get Shield and Silvery Barbs.
You're gonna regret that, like how I regret.
Oh no, I
some-
won't. No, I won't. Because let me tell you, if I'm giving you Silvery Barbs, you bet your ass enemy mages are going to be casting it on y'all as well.
Oh, you bitch. Oh, you bitch.
Damn it!
But my nat 20s. But my nat 20s.
That takes it to Calvis. So Elliot, if you want to go, I think, do you just get extra attack at level 5 as well? Maybe some new spells?
Exactly. So Calvus gets an extra attack, which is very, very nice. I also have access to second level spells now, which means I can just do more smite, which is fantastic.
Approximately 1 more smite per smite.
So I also have a couple of new spells. The most fun ones are, for example, Zone of Truth can be very useful, and let's see, Locate Object I think is pretty cool one.
All right, and then your weapon, Kythris's Fist, also has some new features, which reads as following: Kythris's Disciple. Your improved mastery over this weapon has granted you increased skill in combat. While wielding this weapon, you gain a +2 bonus to your AC, so long as you remain faithful to your oath. Additionally, other servants of the Queen of Air and Darkness will recognize this weapon as a symbol of your authority and aid you as they can, so long as you remain faithful to the Queen. I was able to make this one actually work, so as long as you have it equipped, you can see your AC's bumped up to an 18 now.
I leveled up my character, and suddenly it was like, where is that +2 suddenly coming from? What did I do?
Yeah.
But that makes sense now.
So that's your new bonus there. All right.
That's awesome.
And
Just hear
then
his voice.
finally, that takes us to May. I'm not going to go over anything for Thaddeus until he joins us next session, as the changes to his book will also have some RP implications for him.
Ooh, he's gonna get tentacles, doesn't he? He's gonna get tentacles. He's gonna get some tentacles.
Yeah.
Thaddeus, the tentacled Grimshaw.
May, what does she get at level 5?
Attack. I get a bomb.
Extra
I got
attack. Let me see it.
Yeah, that's what I got. I get a bonk. I get a bonk.
Yeah.
That's what little Olmea gets. I don't think I get any more uses to my rage or anything like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, martials are a lot more like simple with what you get at level 5.
Nice. Nothing complicated. I get bonk.
I did fix Heart of Ishturn, so it's back on your character sheet.
Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate
There
it.
is also a new feature to it,
saw
which reads as following: Internal flame. The heart beats ever faster and burns ever hotter in your chest, writhing with the rage of its imprisoned owner. When you enter your undying rage, creatures within 10 feet of you must make a DC 14 con save or take 2d6 magical fire damage upon first entering this area or upon starting their turn in it. Additionally, damage you deal while in undying rage temporarily lowers the target's max HP by half the damage dealt to them. And additionally, you also gain the feature Relentless Rage. While in your Barbarian Rage, you may maintain your rage when it would normally end, so long as an enemy is within your melee reach.
Lovely. Also, I forgot, I also get fast movement, so my movement is now increased by 10 feet as well.
Yes, your movement is up to 40 now. I see that.
I go zoom. I go zoomies.
Alright. So that settles all of the level ups. I'll take this, so...
You just hear, like, there's this voice whenever Calvis is wielding the hammer. It's just like, authority.
Oh god, no. I just got that out my head.
It's always going to scratch my brain. I love
We'll
it so
take
much.
this over here. So y'all can see the rooms for the night. Chloe,
Nice.
Aoife stayed elsewhere as we went over. Y'all are free to decide which room you want to stay in for the night. I know we talked last session, there were maybe some RP things people wanted to do before we officially took the long rest. Yes, Chloe.
It's just a black screen for me.
Oh, because you don't have
Because
a
it's not
token.
there.
It
It makes sense.
You're
You're not there.
Yeah, you don't get to see it, actually.
Look at stream.
That should fix
Thank
it.
you. I feel included now.
It's a real immersive gaming. You're not there, you don't get to fucking see what's happening.
You're blind.
Put us all on mute right now. Like,
Yeah, actually, deafen yourself.
yeah.
All right.
So,
You're- yes, Elliot.
I'm curious, what is the... Oh, by the way, can you switch screen so everybody can see? Secondly,
I don't have that. I don't have it set up for the stream to see properly. But it's for those that are watching.
Okay.
And can't see. It's just the tavern rooms they're staying in. It's a pretty simple hallway with an arrangement of different rooms along the side. There's also a bit of a common area before the rooms.
I was gonna ask.
It's all made of expertly crafted different woods. In this area, there's like a scent of pine everywhere, and a gentle breeze of fresh air seems to waft through the building, although you can't quite tell where it comes from. You can hear the crackling and popping of the fire in the fireplace in the common area as the soft light of it and the torches illuminates the area as you are shown up to here.
Bottom left. What exactly is that? Are those were baths?
It's the bathroom, yeah.
Okay, great.
Do you want to sleep in the bathroom?
No. Oh, okay. So, like Calvaire goes down a lot, but Elvis has also been rolling death saves for the past couple of times, I think, and he's at like 1 HP now, so he's gonna stitch himself up.
Gotcha. Yeah, clean up, wash your own blood off of you and such.
Grab that needle.
I'd be curious. We'll say Thaddeus went like straight to bed, but Calvaire and Calvis,
Mhm.
how are you both feeling about what just went down. Like it all happened rather quick, and then you were kind of separated from Aoife. But you both saw up close Mae just like knock her the fuck out.
I feel like Calvis would have heard the exchange of what Aoife said about, Mae being unnatural or something like that, because he had passive perception, and also he wasn't too far off, because I feel like he was wanting to check in. Yes? You're...
Aoife was shouting, by the way, so
Yeah,
yes, all of
You all would have
Aoife
heard this
wasn't-
exchange very clearly.
Aoife wasn't whispering.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
about
pretty
to
sure-
say, I think
Yeah. I think Calvis said Calvera said something last session. But I can't recall it for the life of me. But I'm pretty sure Calvera did check up on me.
Yeah.
Calvera's feeling some type of way about it. Just because. Yeah, Calvera's feeling a kind of way about it.
Some kind of way?
Yeah, he's feeling some kind of way about it.
Some kind of way?
yeah, Calvis also has his opinions, of course.
Please
Yeah.
share that for the sake of the audience.
Here.
This is just simply like above table. Tell me how your character's
table.
feeling.
Calvera's a bit like Aoife's a bit of a
Okay.
hypocrite. She was literally saying to Mommy Witch, like, oh, everyone looks at me like I'm like weird because like this thing, and then the second maid looks a little bit different and survives being killed. She's like unnatural. Ugh.
Can I have a chance to rebuttal to that, please?
I mean, I don't know if it's much of a discussion, more so of just like I as the DM want to know how the characters are feeling. I feel like if you want to express how Aoife is feeling afterwards, we can do that as well.
I was just doing it for the bit, don't worry.
We'll talk after the show.
You're good.
Yeah.
Anything more to add for Calvis though, Elliot?
Well, the thing is, Aoife and Calvis had a rough start because Aoife went off against him in the very first episode, like, without cause, and he was like, okay, if you don't want anything to do with me, I'll leave you alone. That changed a little bit last session, because they had this little talk, and which was really confusing because at first Calvis was the one who wanted to save the prisoners, and then she was like, have you ever been hungry before? And then in last session Calvis said he was going to murder everybody, and then Aoife was suddenly like, oh well, not the good ones. So Calvis was a bit like, okay, is this character development or is it just clashing? So he kind of bonded a little bit with Aoife, but now she's pulling it 180 again, so he doesn't know at this point.
Gotcha. So the consensus is she deserved it. Understood.
Oh god!
I mean, she's...
Yes, I'm putting words in your fucking mouths.
Punch the fuck out of the teenager.
No, but okay, see, she hasn't experienced... she doesn't know a lot of things, and I guess needs to know that there are consequences to your actions, and maybe violence is of course not the method, but you can't just continue to pull things like that and not learn from it.
And of course, there's a rule: talk shit, get hit. So,
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
But I think with a good talk, this will blow over.
Right. Mae, how you feeling?
Complicated.
Complicated.
What's going through Mae's head right now is Mae feels terrible that she hit Aoife. That was just kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. She'd already been... I say she had been like forced into a corner. Mae kind of let that happen. She didn't really appreciate that from the start, though. She's been backed into corners by people in her life before. It put her in a very bad place. So she wasn't really feeling too great about that from the start. She does feel terrible that she slapped Aoife, though, and knocked her the fuck out. But she does also understand that's not something you should do to your people that you claim to care about. You shouldn't be backing them into corners and screaming at them. And if that's what needed to be done to get the point across of don't do that, that's what needed to be done to get the point across of don't fucking do that. So apologies are going to be had, but also the understanding of I'm a wrong, but was I really that wrong? So that's what I mean. May's feeling a very complicated series of emotions around that.
Right.
Also, you know, transformations and shit. She probably hasn't done that for a hot minute, so that's also kind of going on in her head of like, fun.
Do you feel
she could
what
die and
happened
become cool?
with the Undying Rage? Do you feel like that is something that May has used before, or was that perhaps maybe the first time?
I think that's the first time that May did it. When she wasn't with Ishturn. When she wasn't in that area and she wasn't around them. I think that would have been the first time separated that she would have done it. It might have happened one time when she was out killing some random folks around the area and she got stabbed too hard.
As you do.
As you do, as what happens. It might have happened then, but I think in her head she would have theorized, oh, that's just them caring for me. That's just them. That's what they're doing. That wasn't something that was internal necessarily.
Gotcha. Aoife, as you are alone downstairs in the private quarters, Vass escorted you to... Chloe's frozen. Oh, there you are.
Oh no!
No, you're back. How is Aoife feeling as you have this moment to yourself?
Oh god.
To reflect.
I think so. Aoife isn't used to people, and that's something that's been very well established from the start of the campaign. She's not, even the group of like 5 that they're in is bigger than what she's ever been used to, because it's always been her and Gran, but Gran was sick for a very, very, very long time, so it's mainly just been her. And so she's kind of had to take cues from animals and stuff like that on how to grow up and be a person. And the way that she reacts when she's scared is very much that quote, "I'm not a violent dog." I don't like to be, you see on TikTok, but that's very her. She doesn't know how to, when someone she cares about is in danger, she doesn't really know how to tackle that. She doesn't know that most normal people would have like a sit down and be like, hey, I don't appreciate you doing that. I care about you and I care about your well-being. She doesn't know how to do that. And when she called me unnatural, it wasn't, the only way I can describe it is, I don't know if anyone here has seen, there's this nature documentary called Spy Movies. And it's where they go in the wild and they put like these cameras, but they like dress the cameras up as if they're animals, or like an animal. And you see the animals going up to the fake camera animal, and it's just like, what's this? This isn't one of us, we're not really sure what that is. And in the shock of seeing me literally get like cut in half, and then that happened in that transformation, that very much, I mean, and although
Well, we went from robot to underwater for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, right.
That came clear.
With May's transformation, although Aoife is a shifter herself, and obviously understands that you know, it is a little bit stupid for her to be like, hey, that's weird. It's more the way that she sees herself is that there are other beings like her out there, and her body has been made to adapt to that change, where the change that she saw come from me was very much like, I don't know, fucking Chernobyl-esque. When things growing out of places that maybe they shouldn't be growing out of, it looked painful, it didn't look it was organic because it was a deer skull, but you know what I mean. Like the human body or humanoid body shouldn't be producing that sort of. Yeah, I don't know. They're confused.
Yeah.
You're confused. I'm fucking confused.
You're confused. I'm fucking confused.
So now that we've had that above table chat, Calvis, Calvaire, May, as you come upstairs, and Thaddeus goes off to find a bed, grumbling about his head not feeling well. What is everyone doing as you all are left in private? There does not appear to be any other guests currently lodging at the inn this evening. As
I think
you were
May
coming...
was.
Go ahead, sorry.
May was really fucking damaged, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was fucked up.
So,
Yeah.
but like, Aldous was laying on top of her basically when they both fucking died. So I think he's also gonna be checking up on her, like, hey, you're not okay. Let me help you fix you up. I got some cure wounds and all that. Hands.
It's all right. I'm sure a nice wee rest will help fix the rest of this. Plus, you know, I got my skin back now, so that's an improvement.
But like sleeping might be a bit more comfortable with your wound shut, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, possibly.
And he'll just cast let's say cure wounds.
Okay.
That'd be beautiful.
All right.
12 points of healing.
Yay! I'm currently at max because I think I may have accidentally put us into long rest before we left last session.
It's just for flavor.
Yeah, if you all have already clicked the long rest, that's fine. It's not like you all are going to be suddenly attacked in your sleep here or anything. What?
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm telling you, it's like it's not
Peace.
gonna. I'm just telling you that that's not gonna happen. I don't understand why that's suspicious or weird.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
May,
Mhm.
are you alright? Like, I know with what happened down there, it was a bit untoward, I guess. And obviously what Aoife said must have struck some sort of nerve.
No, I'm feeling. I don't really like to. It felt wrong what I did, but I understand that's also sometimes what you need to do. I didn't like being pushed back into that corner. That wasn't nice. Understand. Sometimes people and animals do stupid things when they're feeling a certain type of way, but I didn't like that. And I understand that not something pleasant for a lot of people to see necessarily, but there's certain insults I will not take. And what she was insulting is something that I will not take, and Sometimes you lash out when you hear something that you will not take. Put it simply. I want to talk to you, and I really do want to apologize for that. I am a woman who's about possibly 20 times her age. I'm not too sure. I should have a little bit more maturity than that, but I.
Wow.
I think both Lukas and
Everyone's frozen.
yeah,
Ah.
Robyn is frozen.
Well,
It's very slow.
oh, don't we just love Discord, all right?
Here we go.
We should go over on Zoom or.
Yeah.
Microsoft Teams.
What about the Microsoft Teams? Get the calendar out, fixes all of D&D schedule problems.
Oh boy.
Wonder if Zoom died together with COVID.
Apologies, everyone.
No, it
for
still gets used.
the technical difficulties again.
If you have strife with this, please contact Discord. It's not us.
Yeah, it's Discord is having some
Ben?
issues. We've all like restarted our computers and everything. So,
Yeah.
oh, I could see Robyn moving again.
Yeah, wave
Okay.
Robyn.
Okay,
Hello.
it's very stuttery. It's like 2 frames a second, but
That's great. That is so cool. Everyone froze for me for like a couple of minutes there, so I was just like talking, and then I was like, "Is this just a silent moment?" And then it was like, "No, this is not just a silent moment."
Lucas is
It did
frozen
stop at a
too.
moment that was realistic, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was only Lukas at first.
Jeez. Love this.
Please, please, baby, please.
Jesus, Louises.
Well,
If you want, you can continue your monologue. Calvis is sitting on the floor against the wall, just stitching up his own wounds.
He's just listening.
Just listening.
Yeah.
Whereabouts did you get to? Whereabouts did you get to?
And about them being mature or older than.
Yeah.
I basically, being a woman 20 times her age, should have been more mature than that, than smacking her right across the fucking face. Effectively. You think you learn by this point.
Oh. Perhaps this awakens something in her that makes her realize. Perhaps people should be treated just a little bit differently. So perhaps it was necessary. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't think so. Sorry.
Yes, Claire.
As a player, I should just say that I do not condone backing someone into a corner and shouting at them if they get
Yes.
themselves into a dangerous situation.
But
I
as
said this
yes.
all last time,
but
I'm just
for the
making sure.
sake of RP. Oh, juicy.
Beautiful.
I think
Juicy, juicy, juicy.
Yeah.
I think we'll take this moment while Lucas's camera and stuff is still fucked.
We got a
Oh,
Lucas
no,
back.
there's
We got a Lucas back. We got a Lucas
Hey.
back.
Yay!
Hey. We got
There
a
we
Lucas
go.
back.
I was just on stream, just watching.
Yeah.
We got a Lucas back.
I think I do want to transition down to Aoife though, really quick. So if you could just imagine this very like lush and like super fancy but still very like rustic woodland, aesthetic chambers with a bed that's probably like as big as your whole room back at your grandma's place was. I bet the whole like room you're in is bigger than the cabin. And you've been just left in there by Vass, after he assured that you were like not gonna collapse again as soon as he set you down. There is an ensuite with like running water, and a bath and everything. There are some like pastries and sweetmeats to snack on up on top of like a side table in the room. There's some couches and a hearth glowing with a warm fire in it.
I think what Aoife would do in this moment, realising how big the room she's just been put in is, and especially with how vulnerable she's feeling right now, she grabs the blankets and the pillows from like the top of the bed. Kinda, I don't know if the bed's movable, but she makes the bed a little bit closer to the fire, to the hearth, and then sets up underneath the bed, under the bed, with the pillow and the blankets. And it doesn't feel like home, but it feels a little bit closer to home. And she rummages through her pack, her hands still shaking from the adrenaline rush that has kind of been and gone, as she opens her granny's recipe book and just reads for a bit. She doesn't really understand a lot of the words. Gran never really taught her to read or write, for that matter. She just knows what some words mean. She's just been winging it this whole time. But it's the only thing she has left of her grandma. This chicken scratch on the page. Probably cries a bit as well. Curls up into a little ball and goes to sleep.
And as you fade to sleep, you have a sense of calm settling over you. I'd say here in this little nest you've built under the bed in these rooms by the fire is probably the first time in a long time you felt truly safe in a place. As you fall asleep to the sounds of the crackling fire, the sense of pine and wood smoke that reminds you of where you grew up, as you fall into a sleep filled with dreams of wandering the woods before they were filled with so many people, when they were in a more untouched state. How we doing upstairs, gang?
Hey.
I'm just stitching away.
Wee bit to the left. Wee bit over here. Go over here.
I think Discord is. I want to say.
Pulls, pulls their arm up.
Finally
Some ribs
resolved its, has finally resolved its issues. Everyone's
Yay.
camera finally seems like.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking say that. Don't you fucking say that.
I
We
am
notice
Knock
it.
on wood. Knock on wood right now.
My wooden desk right now.
I don't have anything that's wood at the desk, fuck.
That's alright.
From the window.
It's getting into the
Alright.
later hours of the night now. You notice. Actually, what's everyone's passive perception that's upstairs?
16.
15.
Passive investigation's 18.
13.
Passive perception. I'll say Calvert, you're the only one that like really notices this. But as it gets later into the night, even though the area is lit by lanterns and the fireplace, the light within the space fades as if matching the sunset somewhere back on the other side of the door. And as it gets dark, all three of you I feel this is when the tiredness from all you've been up to really starts to hit you. You find it difficult to keep your eyes open.
All right, well, I'm going off to bed.
Fair enough.
Alright,
Do you want me
relax.
to get? Do you want me to get you anything before you go to bed? Cup of tea, some food.
Tea would be terrible before bed because it has caffeine. No.
But it's also warm, so that
Yeah.
might be comforting. How are you
should eat,
looking,
you
by the
should
way?
eat before you sleep. You get weird dreams.
I love weird dreams.
Never mind.
Have you never had a weird dream before? They're quite pleasant.
No, because I have quite rigorous schedule when it comes to sleeping. Right. Ugh. May,
How
I
are you
don't think
looking?
you were
Are
in
you-
the wrong for what happened, but you need to do need to have a conversation. But I'm tired, so I'm off.
Good night. Sleep well.
Thank you.
Calvis, I'm going to have a couple of drinks before bed. Do you want to join me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I need 4 hours anyway.
Why exactly 4 hours?
It's like an egg timer.
It just pulls out the timer. These much.
Actually, on the pommel of Caithless's the hammer.
So are you all headed back downstairs to get a drink?
I think I would like gesture for Calvis to like just sit the fuck down, and I'll run downstairs quickly
Yeah.
Alright.
and to bring some drinks up.
You head downstairs, and let me just tweak the tokens. We'll just imagine I'm putting these guys off to the side, but imagine it's just you and Vass down here as you come downstairs, and surprised to see him still up and about. You see Vass, and he's tidying up. He's actually out from behind the bar as he looms over the tables and kind of collects, plates and mugs and is cleaning. He doesn't notice you at first, or at least appears not to, as you make your way downstairs.
Vass,
Huh?
over here.
Oh,
Over here, down here, down here,
yes.
down, yes.
Yes, hello. I'm surprised you're still awake.
Yeah, sometimes, sleep can sometimes come hard to you. Is it alright if I grab a couple drinks?
Oh, please, let me.
My cat.
And he strides back over behind the bar. This is like the first time you see like below the waist. Because you've only ever seen like what's like above the bar. He does walk on what seems to be mostly human legs. He has only 2 legs, and he wears like leather trousers that match the rest. Well, only 2 legs that have, like thighs and knees and calves and feet. But
My 2 human legs.
but he seems, except for being very, very tall, pretty normal from the waist down. As he makes his way back behind the bar and steps back down to where he's more eye level with you behind the bar. He's like, what can I get for you?
What was Calvis drinking earlier?
You want me to tell you, or are you asking the bar?
I
No.
do not remember. Vass probably would, but me, Alex, the DM, don't remember.
It was vodka on the rocks.
Vodka on the
Yeah,
rocks,
pure
yes,
vodka.
yes.
Vodka.
Oh, I can. Do you need a drink for anyone else as well, or just the 2 of you?
Just the 2 of us. What's vodka?
It's a alcohol made from potatoes, I believe, rather than like grain based, like beer and such. I don't really make it here. So
I did not know that.
No.
but
So where does it come from?
that's a great question.
Actually, that's a really great question.
That's a really
How
great
do you get
question.
your stock?
Oh, but the simplest answer is magic.
Improv.
The
it.
complicated answer is that it is a magical recreation of brews and vintages made somewhere in the real world that I have gathered either through my own experiences or from individuals that have visited here, expressing what drinks they like, and I'm sort of able to just kind of always have what everyone wants. There's a lot of very clever enchantments that went into building this place.
I can imagine between you and Lanchi, there's a lot of very clever enchantments here.
Yes, most of the cleverness was on her part, I'd say.
Wily one she is. How's Aoife doing?
She's well, I believe, as well as she can be, considering the,
Hear crying outside.
considering the scuffle you two had. I trust that you will make things right between the two of you in the morning.
Of course.
Good. I don't like fighting in my grounds.
That's understandable. I mean, a good bar fight, actually, no. I've never been in a bar fight before. Funny that.
Me neither.
Always used to hear them from my husband.
I don't do as much traveling as I used to.
Well, how much traveling did you used to do?
Almost all of it.
Almost? What's the part you missed?
Oh, nothing important. A couple like really backwater places with nothing exciting.
Fair enough. Anyways, I will take my drinks, and I will head upskis, and I will see you in the morning.
I wish you a good night's rest.
I would wish you a good night's rest as well, but I get the very strange feeling that you don't really sleep.
I partake in it sometimes.
Occasionally, when the feeling takes you.
You know, it can be rather relaxing. You know, it's like I don't really know what to compare it to. It's soothing, even if I don't necessarily need it. Although, you know, it is a good way to pass the time.
Like a really good massage.
Yes. Except without someone, not always with someone else's hands all over you.
Exactly. That can be annoying.
Well,
Sticky.
to each their own.
Anyways, I'll take the drinks and then I will run upskis.
Oh, just a little above table thing for all of y'all. I know from that one shot we did a while ago that I kind of gave away Vass's whole like real thing. I've rewritten it, so you don't know, like as players, you don't know what you think you know about Vass. Just so you know, I've rewritten his whole deal.
So, slay.
I do love how every time Vass comes on screen again, that you give an elaborate description of what he looks like, just so we can swoon all over again.
Yes.
Every
will say-
single time.
I will say above table, I'm very, very tempted to ask if Vass could be in my mini campaign. Just there.
That would be fun. That would be fun. He's just like the camp director or something.
Yeah. Y'all will find out what I have planned for y'all, but back to this.
Yeah, Vass
We'll
is
get
one.
there.
Vass is one of my favorite creations in D&D, and I actually like him more now that I've tweaked his whole story a bit.
Mhm.
Anyways, as you make your way back upstairs, drinks in hand, and you and Calvis share a drink before heading to bed.
I assume that. All right, so I assume that you're not aware that there's nothing unnatural about you, right?
Everything about me is natural. There's nothing unnatural about it, it's just a union. It's like a union between sunlight and the flower. It's like a union between fucking fish and water.
It's organic.
All organic.
No
Biological.
Oh my God,
GMOs.
No
It's
GMO.
cruelty-free.
No artificial colors or flavorings.
It's keto.
No, but
Mom's approved.
I mean, I already gathered something like that when we talked about, life and love at back in that village.
Hmm.
It's very interesting. It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
Pardon my curiosity, but
Mm.
may I ask what has been going on? Because there was something odd, right? Something with, I don't really know how it works, but something with a god.
Well, I like you. I trust you. You seem to be... It's nice to have someone who's kind of got the same experience of life as you around. Or not the same experience, but the same amount of experience, you know?
I get what you mean.
Anyways, basically, my love was a very, very powerful thing. And they found me, and they cared for me when I was at a really, really, really low point in what I was experiencing at that age. They showed me what it was to live and love and what that meant when I didn't know what it even could be. And in all of its various forms, but most specifically for what it is for those that love in the wild, where it's scarce and it's bloody and it is at its most a sacrifice. At its purest, it is a sacrifice. They showed me that, and when you're dealing with something like that, something so godly, something beyond flesh and blood and mind and matter, and it is more concept than thing, and you are but a beast. What can a beast offer apart from its own flesh? I offered it my own flesh, and it gave me its in return. A union, an expression of love and sacrifice at its purest form. I stayed, and then I went, and now they're gone, and now I don't know what to do. apart from join with those that would hurt those that hurt my love, in the hopes that with enough hurt they'll let him go. They took him away, they trapped them. They somehow managed to get them and trap them and chain them and put them in somewhere human and mortal. They chained a beautiful thing and made it in mortal chains, from what I know. So, that's what's happened.
This love you speak of.
Hmm.
You know, it should not be dependent on that person. As in, I get that you love that person, but I mean, it's something cheesy people always say about relationships. You gotta love yourself first before you can love something else.
Can I get an amen up in here?
Sorry?
Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, an amen. Sorry. I thought, can I get a name up in here? I was like, what name? God?
We shall sashay away.
Yeah.
I know. But I think there's a lot of different ways you can find love. Sometimes, while it is necessary for most to love themselves, I think you can find love being lost in something else.
Like you said, love is in a very, very many places. That's
It is.
understandable. Especially if it's in so many different places like this God seems to be. But this love also sounds very, very powerful and strong. Perhaps even if it's mortal, it can survive. How long do you think it's got?
She just bats on her chest. A little bit.
Calvis, you feel
Mm.
a hand gently trail down your back and a voice in your ear. This love of your friend could be quite the powerful friend for us. Do see, if you can, that Mae's love is freed.
Elvis just zones out for a bit.
I was talking.
Stares into
I
the
was stage whispering. So-
Calvis, you're back with me. Calvis!
Yeah.
Calvis!
Where are we? Sorry. Well, what I meant.
Sorry?
Oh. Did they freeze for you too, Chloe? Uh-oh. Whoa. Sorry, everyone. Just when Discord was starting to behave. Oh, music is back. I could see Chloe. Oh, Elliot's back.
Can you see me?
Oh, Robyn's
I'm
back.
here.
Okay, whew.
I'm here.
Sorry.
Elliot hasn't moved.
Elliot's
What?
moving for me.
Elliot's
Oh,
moving
really?
for me as well. I can
Yeah.
hear Elliot. Yeah. Got the hands.
I
Right.
cannot see them or hear them, but I'll vibe.
Right. Right.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Alright, fucking
Well, we're
chicken.
back to evolving.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my lord.
Will we make it past this night? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, he's Jojo posing.
What I was trying.
Someone screenshot that. Someone screenshot that.
What?
Right now. No!
Oh no!
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 We'll do this for a while.
Right, what I was trying to say,
Mm.
I'm not exactly sure
Mm.
what this means. Pardon me. But are you saying that the love is still inside of you, or? What I was gonna suggest is that we retrieve this god for you, and I mean, get that love back.
Well, that was my
Because-
plan anyway, but thank you.
What else are we gonna do?
Thank you. Well, you see, you know how I said a bit of flesh was offered? Yeah, kinda, and then it, yeah, I tore out my own heart, and
Obviously.
then,
You tore out your own heart.
yeah, it was,
Romantic.
yeah. What else do you have to offer, really, when it comes down to it? Body, soul. Hard enough to offer your soul when you don't know what it is. The body might just be enough.
Does this god still have your heart?
I think they do. They gave me
Then we're
theirs.
gonna get it back.
What's that?
Then we're gonna get it back.
Ah,
With the
it's-
god, including
with the
the god.
Yeah. It's kind of a 2-in-1 deal at this
We're
point.
gonna
I'm
take the
pretty
god
sure.
along with us.
Yeah. It's a 2-in-1 deal. 2-in-1 deal. Buy one, get one free. You might as well pick them both up at the market if you're going for one. No, thank you. And anything that you need help with as well, burning down cities for. Happily.
Thank you.
Happily burning down
Good to have-
cities. Several cities. A lot of cities. I've never really seen a city before. I'm not sure how big they are, but I feel like we could burn them down if we tried.
Honestly, probably.
More than likely.
I mean, perhaps we should release the prisoners first. And we burn down the city. Anyway, he's gonna stand up. And he's gonna give you a gentle pat on the shoulder, avoiding any injuries. He's gonna
Oh.
say, I'm gonna head to bed. You take some good rest as well, right?
No worries. Good night.
I feel like
Good night.
every session, somehow in conversation, it works its way into just like, hey, how do we feel about this war crime?
Is this one okay? Is this one too
Like-
far? No, not
like,
really.
like, clearly we've established we're okay with some war crimes, so it's gonna be a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
working our way through them. Working our way through them. We've yet to get to bioweapons yet.
Yeah, there's no Menedegia
Well-
Accord. We're fine.
Not yet.
Move into the
Got
meteor
me.
hits.
I feel like that'll probably be part of the epilogue for this campaign. Yeah, since y'all head to bed. Exactly. That's not even unique to this campaign. That's just this group.
What?
Someone in the chat, Tolkien says, no Geneva,
Geneva.
no Geneva Convention. It's like, you're right, quote my own words right back at me. But yeah, you all make your way. Who's Geneva? Why do I care what she says? You all make your way to bed just as the lights reach their darkest. and fall into a gentle sleep. May you fall into dreams of being re-embraced with your love, resting, nestled together as you once did. Calvis, as you get into bed and start to fall asleep, you again feel the cool phantom hands almost tuck you in, with a whisper in your ear of "Sweet dreams, my chosen," as you all fall to sleep. And if you've not done so already, you may now take your long rests on your character sheets.
Pick me. Choose me. Love me.
Lucas,
Yeah?
roll your d20 for me.
I've been D20?
Yeah, or whatever it is for your ring.
D6.
D6.
I rolled a D20.
I should know. I should know. It's my magic item. I made
more
it.
effects to level up. 5. Ah.
4. 4.
What do you got?
4.
It's
Oh,
not
that one's fun.
Half round up, so that's
You get 2 meta magic points. That last until your next long rest or until you use them.
time to pull up meta magic.
Yeah. I'm not writing all that in your item description.
Very fair. I would not like that being
that's too much. That's on you. This chat.
What are they saying?
Just first Ice Mommy
Oh my
whispers,
God.
and then Ice Queen RP ASMR.
Two meta magic points to use as I please, so I could like convert those back into. I can convert it into a spell slot.
If you wanted.
Awesome. Just thought to ask.
Yeah.
We can spell.
You can use
Fireball.
any of the meta magic options that require 2 or less meta magic points.
I can subtle spell twice.
All right. So as morning comes around, you all are awoken as the lights start to rise in accordance with the sunset or sunrise outside. I know how the day-night cycle works.
We are nocturnal creatures.
And the lanterns start to brighten gradually, so that you awake as if awoken by the rising sun. You hear what sounds like bird song echoing gently throughout the tavern, and the smells of bacon and other breakfast foods being cooked waft their way into your rooms as you all wake up very well rested and very, very hungry.
Breakfast.
Let's fucking get some brekkie then.
Let's fucking get some scranning ya.
Fucking scran me. Let's go.
Only scrans.
No, not the only scrans.
Alright,
I'm gonna go
so
to Daddy's
obviously
store and just be
Calvis
like-
got
And you just hear him call out in like a groaning voice, just like, I'm still not feeling well. Please, I'll be okay. I just need to rest a while longer.
All right.
we-
Well,
And that's it. Nothing weird or suspicious going on behind his door.
no weird like tentacle noises.
Nope, no weird liquid seeping out from underneath the door. He just seems sick.
It's got a cold. The poor kid. Alright, I'll go downstairs.
Yeah, so the three of you upstairs make your way down. Aoife, you wake up still bundled up underneath the bed in your little nest.
Aoife, really does not want to get out of this nest.
Yeah.
As you said, it's the closest to safety she's felt in a very long time. But also, she's very hungry.
You're so hungry.
And like any animal, driven by food, she goes.
I do think also you'll have a bit of a shiner where you got hit by Mae.
Yeah, like
bruise
just
on your
this
face.
big hand-shaped smack bruise.
Yeah.
It's black against green sage skin.
Yeah. So as
Looking
you all-
like the poster child for a Childline advert.
No. No.
You all, so the three of you make your way downstairs, and you get downstairs just as Aoife emerges from her room, and you all see again it's empty down there except for Vass, and he has like whipped up actually basically like a flat top grill on top of the bar as if it were always there. He's got an apron on, and with all four of his arms he's like cooking up bacon, making eggs, toast, what are some other breakfast sausages,
Beans.
just like pancakes, beans for my friends from the UK, just like every kind of
Scones.
breakfast food imaginable. Yeah, there's like a tray full of like fresh like breakfast pastries, and the sort.
I'm gonna take a wee cloth from, like, Calvin's will take a wee cloth from. Wait, we've noticed the bruise?
Notice what?
Would we have noticed the bruise on Aoife's face?
Everyone make a perception check. Actually, because Aoife, one of your new hex blood things is, I think you get innate spellcasting for disguise self, and you could conceal it if you so choose.
Aoife wouldn't know that she could do that yet, so
Yeah.
she wouldn't.
Also, there
fucking
was
secret.
there was a house rule from Vass to pretty please not cast spells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And Vass is the best. Vass is
That
very
one, baby.
cool.
That one.
Yeah. You're just like, everyone's face changes like a little bit. It's probably just part of her like new hex blood skin tone. Never mind that it's like the same size and shape as my hand. I don't know. Mae's a lot of things. Bright is not one of them. Calver with a 9.
15.
A 15? Oh yeah.
9
9 plus 6. Sorry. 15. Yeah. You see it. You know exactly what it is.
Cool. I'll take a cloth from my pouch and cast Rare Frost on it just to cool it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just walk over to Aoife and be like, I don't know how you're feeling, but you should really put some ice on your face where you've got the bruise. Yeah. He extends a hand.
Looks down at the tissue and looks back up at you.
Cloth.
Cloth.
It's thicker. I'd say with you'd be able to see like there's little bits of like frost and whatnot that have like appeared on the surface of the cloth.
Why?
Stops the swelling. You like place it and it helps.
You'd probably
How?
Aoife, we're not doing this whole thing. I'm trying to help you out. just take the rag, place it on your face. It should help with the pain that you're probably feeling.
This is the only thing I have closest to a rag, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Hello.
It does feel nice as the cool like radiates into your skin. Yeah.
Right. Good morning. I'm going to eat.
Calvis, did you roll for the perception?
No.
You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. I'll say
I think
your passive perception's probably good enough that you'd pick up on it eventually. Just like when you see that side of Aoife's face, you just might not notice it immediately.
I mean, he has seen what happened. It's only logical that that would happen eventually, which sucks. But he sees that. I mean, Calvera already goes up to it, and he kind of had something has been on his mind for the past days that he's been here. So he goes up to a vase. He says, exactly how many pancakes do you think you could make?
How many do you think you could eat? Because I don't like to waste food, even if it is easy to acquire.
I just feel slightly bad. So we have. I can't remember if we already told you this, but we have a group of very unfortunate people traveling with us, and they're just standing there in the forest in the snows together with Orn, and I kind of feel bad, like thriving with all this food, and perhaps I thought we could share some pancakes with them. I could just bring them out. They don't have to come in here.
How many?
I think we're with 40. No, out of character. Wait, out of character. How many?
I think it was 30-ish remaining refugees plus the dwarves, so it's 40-something people.
Yeah, okay, 40. Oh, I guess right. Yeah, okay. I can help you bake some pancakes. I can. Need some hands? I know you already got.
Oh, no worries. I've got it. And he just kind of like, he sets down a spatula with one arm and kind of snaps his fingers. What happens is he kind of shimmers a bit, and then another vase pops up right next to him and gets to work starting to make pancakes.
Got a lot of surprises up your sleeve, don't you?
I am an individual of many talents.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where to look. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay. Whew. Okay, that's not just me.
Squeak.
I heard a squeak.
I heard a
also
squeak
heard a
as
squeak.
well.
I did hear a little squeak. It's
I don't. Hello? Is it working now? Fucking Christ!
Yeah.
You're a bit underwater, but
Oh, I'm a bit underwater.
Oh,
I may
no.
just.
no, not anymore.
I swapped the cable for my mic. I may just be getting to a point where I need a new microphone. I don't know.
Well,
But yeah, him and his like clone, whatever, start making up a bunch of plates of food of like pancakes, bacon, and whatnot, and they kind of wrap it up in like bundles. And after it takes maybe 20-30 minutes before they've got like quite a bit of food that you could run out to them.
Thank you. That means incredibly much to me.
Mhm.
I care a lot about these people, so
Yeah, hold on.
thank you very
Let me
much.
just make a roll for something real quick before you do anything else.
Are they magical pancakes?
Okay.
It's just lentil bread, but as pancakes.
Hey,
That's
hey,
all right.
can I get a volunteer real quick, please? Okay, I saw Lucas's hand first. Lucas, do you want to roll a percentile for me? Pretty please.
Yes, in just to you or to everyone?
It can be to everyone.
40.
A 40. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Food's ready. Bass kind of, again, with another snap of his fingers, you see the view out the windows kind of shimmer and change until it looks like the wooded area you entered from.
Alright. He's just gonna grab them all on the plates and he's gonna carry them like a fantastic waiter that he is. He has large arms. There fits a lot fits on there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lucas.
Yeah, you're able to. I mean, like he probably gives you like a sack or something to throw it on, and lean full into the Santa Claus imagery.
Santa Claus.
Pancake Santa.
But yeah, you head right out, and it takes you a minute, but you're able to spot where Oren and the refugees have camped up, and they're doing okay. The snow has gotten a bit heavier out here. The temperature's dropped a little bit more, but they've got a nice little camp set up. They're very grateful for the food you bring them. And Oren does question you on like, hey, is this gonna be like a thing we can take advantage of, or do we need to keep moving?
I'm afraid that in general we need to keep moving, but I think if we're in heavy need, I think this is a safe place we can maybe rely on.
Okay, I think
And
we're going
I also
to...
explain.
Nope, keep going. Sorry.
Above.
I also because we made a deal with Vas. It's vague in my memory. This was on the
Didn't we
beginning
say,
of
like, if
last
we
week's.
cleared
It was a
that
vague. It
out,
was a
we
vague
could,
deal
like-
as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
deal for the infestation was basically you'd all get one of the little like passes, one of the little like charms that Milo had that helped him summon the door. He hasn't given you those yet, but yeah.
That's what I asked about this morning.
Oren, if I may ask, how much time has passed since you last saw us?
Oh, you've been gone for maybe a couple hours.
What?
That's also very good to know.
Playtime shit?
I mean, we were starting to get a little concerned, but I'll be honest, if you hadn't shown back up by morning, we probably would have moved on without you.
Understandably.
We're a good hot meal though will do wonders for morale.
I'm glad about that. I think that should come along very soon as well. They just need to discuss some things.
Well, I think we're still gonna go with our plan to try to procure a ship at Sunreserdu. If you think you're going to be stalled up for a while, we could move on ahead and you could maybe catch up with us.
And catch up, though I suspect it's not gonna take. For you, probably more than an hour, but you can go ahead. We'll catch up if it's not gonna be long.
All right.
Safe travels.
We'll wait I can wait 2, maybe 3 days once we reach the city. If you haven't rejoined us by then, we'll have to try to go it our own. I hope that we do see each
I
other
honestly-
again. I thank you for your help, but I have to take care of these people.
Oh, yeah, of course. I do think we can catch up within the hour, but just take care of it.
You as well.
You can notice that Calvis is a bit. You can notice that Calvis is a bit. He doesn't really know what to say. I'm just gonna. That he's just a bit awkward now.
Mm-hmm. I think with that, Orin takes the food and kind of, goes and helps start distributing it as you're kind of left awkwardly on the edge of the camp.
Yeah, I think you can switch back.
Yeah.
Just to give the others.
Yeah. What's everybody doing inside? As I think Bass starts serving plates. He's also taking drink orders. The Vassai.
I was wanting to talk to Vass about things.
Mm-hmm. Things
If
such
yes.
as
the tokens, but all like door tokens, and then also you mentioned possibly ferrying, for lack of a better word, us to Dwarf City.
Mm-hmm.
Also, could we hit to a break soon?
Yes.
Oh,
I think now might be a good spot for our break, and then we can do all that when we come back. So we're gonna take a 15-minute break. It's about 10 after now, so we'll be back like 25-30 after, if that sounds good to everyone.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Gonna grab food.
All right, we'll be back in a bit, everyone.
Sorry.
Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Power Word Quest. This is the second half of our session kicking in now. We're still having a bit of issues with Discord, so apologies for that. It seems like it smooths itself out the further we go. But, technology, what can you do? Anyways, before we left off, we were going to hop back on over to what Calvis, Mae, and Aoife were getting up to back at the tavern.
Where?
So let's
There.
dive right into that. Did I say Calvis? I meant Cal there.
Yeah.
Your names are so
The
sick.
Cal.
It's funny because Lukas has said Calvis also multiple times this session.
The Calcals.
It's confusing.
They're the Cali girls.
I've also noticed that their last names are even super similar.
Are they?
What's Calvis' surname?
Galanado, or Galanadal, sorry.
Calvers is Lowenfell.
Yeah, so you have Calver Lowenfell and Calvis Galanadal.
Lowenfell, Galanadel.
We're just variants of each other.
Yeah.
And they're both blue.
And they're
Boys. And they're kissing.
So sadly, I think after prepping all the food for the individuals outside, the second Vass will kind of meld back into the one to where there's just one Vass again. I know, I'm so sorry to break your hearts. You should see how many there gets to be when the tavern's busy. You're all frozen for me. I love technology so
Man,
much.
you rest.
I really do.
Bless you.
I think this is just part of the struggle of y'all being on the other side of the fucking planet from me.
Mm-hmm.
Robyn, you sound like fucking GLaDOS right now. Oh boy.
I got it.
I know it's not my Huh?
Are you there?
I'm here. Are you there?
We make rich chickens. Can we make this?
I'm just playing Portal, I guess. Yeah. I know it's not my internet because the stream seems to still be going fine. So it's just Discord. Yeah, Discord has been doing this all day to us. And of course it was fine when we were just like chatting before hopping right back into session, but as soon as we get back into session, it shits the fucking bed.
No.
Sorry, give me 1 second, everyone watching on the stream.
Ah! Stream picks that up. Oh no, we've all disappeared from stream.
Yeah, I know. I said something to them. I think it's working now. Hello? Someone please say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
We're here.
Was it just me
According
for
to
you all
almost Life of
before?
Aviation. I think it was just you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everyone
My
else was
internet,
Someone also
really green for
my
me.
said-
internet seems fine because the stream is going, but yeah, Samar was saying they were having issues with Discord too, so I think
was about
Discord's
to
just
say, yeah.
fucking having issues today.
Yeah, Discord. Fix
But,
your shit.
yeah, sorry to break your hearts. We're back to just one Vass. But y'all should see when the tavern gets really busy. Also, you haven't met y'all haven't met any of the tavern maids or the band.
There's
The band.
Excited.
There's
Yeah,
a band.
Vass's
Yes.
Vass's daughters help him run the tavern when it's busier.
Do they have a union?
I mean, they're
It's just a
they're
family.
family, so
Exactly. They have a
they're
union.
not here right now.
You're telling me that Vass is a DILF?
There's 4. They're called Autumn, Winter, Spring, and Summer.
No, they're actually their
Does it mean there's a mother?
Actually, their names are Lily, Rose, Lilac, Daisy, and a couple others, but those are the main ones.
Couple
Christmas.
others.
And Vass will tell you, quite quirkily that the flowers are named after them, not the other way around.
Then there's the black sheep of the family, Cordyceps. Just sitting in the corner, just like.
Just sit in the corner going,
Alright.
oh, the mic didn't pick that up, but I
No,
made a really good clicker impression.
But
I
yes,
made myself on my clicker impression.
we haven't met them yet, nor any of the other regulars of the tavern. That'll come at a later date. And by that I mean a time when I feel like having that many NPCs in one place.
That's fair. It's very fair.
Because that's gonna be a lot.
I think to get back into things. Aoife is just scanning the food,
Mhm.
going just
Yeah.
tunnel vision. The food is there.
Yeah.
Our mouth
Vass
is here.
Vass
Nom,
just
nom, nom, nom.
piles it onto a plate like super high for you. And yeah, the May and Calder, you can get plates as well. He also does have
Oh no!
oh no.
Oh no! Oh,
So technically,
sorry,
I'll
Keenan.
just give you a bit of lore. Technically, the barmaids are dryads. Technically. And that's all I'll say. But actually, I will say one more thing, and that's but they're hot dryads because all my NPCs. I only play hot characters and I only make hot NPCs. I don't make the rules, but yes, I do. It's my fantasy world, and in it, everyone is hot.
Everyone is smoking hot.
I kind of want to draw Vass somewhere this
Please,
week. I have
I
free
would
time.
love to have Vass art.
You need to give me a full-on description.
I will. You want to? I can give
Wait.
you.
Yes,
a
text
full...
it, text it. No,
I
I'm
can give it
not
now.
gonna remember it now, so text me.
All right. Are you also
I'm not
making...
gonna remember
Sorry,
it, so
we're a little
text me.
derailed right now. Are you making Kythris art? Is that why you asked for the detailed description?
I was gonna, and then I gave up on it. But there's a sketch.
Okay.
Do it. Do it. I want to
You-
draw Ice Mummy.
We want
Okay,
Ice
okay.
Mommy. We want Ice MILF.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
We want Ice MILF and Tree Daddy. That is
Yeah.
what we want.
You know,
Just do a paragraphs somewhere in the Discord.
I joke that every party that's ever met Vass gets so horny over him, but now our viewers are doing it too. So I may have flown a little
Yeah.
too close to the sun. But
Yeah,
also,
you know what you
that's my
did.
goal.
You
My
know what you
goal-
did.
My goal is for people to be horny over Vass, and I will not be. I will deal with the consequences of that. What did I say? What did I say when we started this campaign? I remember saying something about just like there are so many very, very romanceable NPCs.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
if Larry did it, you can do it. That's right. At least I'm not having you seduce some mind flayer. So
Nah.
listen,
We've already got tentacle action going
Listen,
on.
I got that achievement in Baldur's Gate. That's all I'll say. Anyways, yeah, y'all are having a good breakfast food. There's coffee and food, and it's a grand old time. None of the coven is here today. It seems to be like kind of a lull in business for the tavern. Like I said last night, y'all seem to currently be the only guests. And yeah,
Mhm.
let's
Oops.
point
Calvus
out
is
the
on his way
elephant.
walking back.
Let's point out the elephant in the room. May and Aoife. What's up with that?
Take it away.
May will sidle up next to Aoife, and is going to also just get a plate over. Get a nice plate over and just start eating just next to her.
You visibly see Aoife flinch when May comes up. Not because she's scared, but just because she doesn't want to be hit again. It really hurt last time.
Ah.
Oh, sweet baby.
Oh, my sweet child. Oh, my sweet summer child.
Look, I make unhinged characters, that's my one constant. Alex makes all
Yeah.
their characters hot, I make all my characters unhinged and traumatized in some way, shape, or form.
Twinsies. Aoife, do you want to talk?
She looks over at you. She's got the hamster food stuffed and the cheeks going on. You would notice, because you're sitting right next to her, that all of her plate is entirely meat foods. Just a fun bit of flavour.
Yeah. spicy sausages.
Oh no, it's just full on raw food.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aoife just shrugs. But she knows that she's also got a mouthful of food.
Would you want to talk to me after you finished your meal? Because I want to talk to you, but I also want to make sure that you're in a place where you want to talk.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay, we can talk.
All right. Come to me when you're wanting to. Free whenever you are.
Aoife practically inhales that food. It's gone.
It is.
She is a growing girl.
Growing 19-year-old human girl.
Yes, totally human. Totally girl. She is a growing totally person.
she in regards to last night, I'm sorry I hit you. That was a knee-jerk reaction. What's that?
She just says there's still a wee bit of food in her mouth.
Yeah, natural.
I'm sorry I called you unnatural. I
That's
didn't
alright.
mean it. I was scared.
That's alright. That's fine. Oh no. Everyone's stuttering again. No.
No, it's fine on. Oh, no. Right when you said that, it was fine on my end, and then you said something.
It should be fine now. It should be fine now.
Yeah. Everyone seems to be back to normal. No.
It's all fine on
It's
my
fine.
end.
Just don't call
Yeah, for me
attention to
too.
it.
Are we back?
Yes.
You're back.
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
go anywhere.
Oh, okay. I think we're back. I think I'm back. So just get back into it. So I'm sorry for hitting you. I didn't mean to do that. One sec, I'm gonna drop in and out really quickly, see if that might fix me.
Yeah, sorry for that.
'Cause I think it is me at the moment.
everyone. She is yelling at me. She's just around my feet screaming.
Sweet baby.
Really bad.
Now I'm gone. Oh no. I think Elliot's still here. Well. Yeah, I guess they're on Christmas vacation, the hamster, so. Oh, people are. Oh, hey. Hey, cameras are jumping around. I love Discord so much. It really is just such a great and fantastic program. And I'm really happy to have Discord to enable me to do this with my friends and to keep in touch and to bring this to you all, because it really is just such a smooth and seamless app that never has any issues at all, as you all can see clearly. It's just running so perfectly buttery smooth, you know? This is, I know, right? Why is my stuff playing? I was here the whole time.
Myself.
Y'all are moving again. Okay.
Okay. People are moving again. I can hear things.
Yes.
Okay. We did it.
Let's just go while we're at it.
Just fucking while we're here. All right. So fucking.
Okay.
All right.
Go, go, go!
Speed run.
No one's camera is in the right place. Oh, fucking Kenku crashed.
Now it's good. Okay, go ham.
Go,
Hey,
quick,
alright.
hurry.
Fucking
Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I know you called me unnatural. That was a knee-jerk reaction when you said that. There are some insults that I will not take. And personally, when I'm put into a corner, I tend to not be in a very good mindset. I know it can be. You know how some animals learn to not like certain situations because they've been in that situation previously. They just like they know to not go to that part of the forest. They know it's a bad idea to be backed into a corner by a bear. I've been backed into a corner by bears before. It puts me in a very weird state. It's the same for a lot of people, really. I
I
will
didn't mean
also.
to put you in a corner.
I know you didn't. You were angry, understandably so. You just saw something really horrifying, and you were in a very highly. You were up here. So I get where you're coming from. But when it comes to people, when you're angry at someone that you care about, don't shout and scream at them. That doesn't fix or solve anything. It doesn't make anything better. It doesn't really sort anything out. It just puts people in the place of. It reminds them of what it means to be an animal. And it reminds them that they have things to shout and scream and punch back with. So when you're dealing with people that you care about, that's fine. I'm sorry for hitting you.
It's okay. I don't
But
mind.
I will say, if I do see you shouting and screaming at any one of these ones that we're with, I will take you down to the floor immediately.
I
There'll
don't
be no
like shouting or
hesitation.
screaming.
What's that?
I don't like shouting or screaming.
That's fair. It's not fun. It's not nice. But
It
if I
was
see it
just-
happen... sorry.
It was just when you were on the floor and you weren't you for a second. I mean, you are you, but you weren't you for a second. You were Granny, and I didn't know what to do, and it's my fault that
That's not your fault.
the Gran it's my fault that she's and I didn't
What happened?
want you to go. You're nice.
May just reaches over and pulls you into a really big hug.
Oh yeah,
Like
you
a
forgive me.
really, 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 really big hug. She's taller than you, so you're just kind of. It's like one of the all-consuming ones where it's like head under neck, just.
Yeah. And you were, and the thing was growing, and I didn't know what was going on, and I don't mean to be mean, and I don't know how people work, and it's just I was really scared, and I knew that I shouldn't have. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good at the time, and I totally deserved the slap. It's just, and yeah, they just start crying.
She'll just hold you there while going through the motions. She'll just kind of start scratching the back of your head as well.
Aoife's
Uh-huh.
wee wolfy ears are flat to her head.
You're gonna make me cry. Point of inspiration for Aoife and Mae.
Thank you.
Gonna
If you
take
don't make
that.
your
I was
DMs
like-
cry.
I was actually about to tear up a little bit. My God.
No.
It's so good. You do see, as you kind of like come out of the race, you do see Vass like wiping away a tear as he was over listening to this exchange. And then in comes Calvis,
Yeah.
right at the tail end
Alright.
of that.
Good
So
morning.
all right, hey, everyone. You see, like,
All right, what's up?
May
Oh,
hugging
shit.
Aoife, and Aoife's like bawling, and
Carlos assumes that this is a good thing and will just settle down calmly.
this entire party is so autistic.
Look, I wrote Aoife to be autistic coded, so it's fine.
We're here. We're here. We're spicy. May'll just hold you against her a wee bit longer. You didn't deserve to be slapped. That made me feel disgusting, and it made me feel like someone that I hate. And that made me
Okay.
feel really bad. So
And-
I'm very, very sorry. But again, in the future,
You just feel them
if you
nod.
it's alright. Your head gets a little bit bloody at this point because the wound is still leaking, because it leaks constantly.
When is Aoife not covered in blood? It's fine.
Yeah, exactly, it's normal. No. But next time you feel scared and you're thinking about things that aren't that fun to think about, and you're getting reminded, take a second. If you feel like you're safe, take a second and breathe. Come to me if I'm available and I'm not scary, or to any one of us, and just breathe. Sometimes breathing helps a lot, because it gives you something to focus on. I'm gonna take personal offense to that. I had bones coming out of my fucking face! No. I know I'm not that
It
scary.
was just, I didn't mean to call you what I called you. It was just, when, I don't know how to word it, but when I shift, it's kind of like the bones that are there when I'm in Wolfie form are already kind of there. And they just kind of, like matching bits of wood that have been cut properly. And when you had that thing, deer skull, grow out of your head, it didn't look as if the bones. Do you get what I mean?
It feels
And-
disjointed in a weird way.
And it looked painful, and I didn't know if it was because you were dead, because that didn't happen to Gran, and I've never seen anyone else die before, so I didn't know. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. Do you want to talk about what happened to your gran? Would that help, or do you want to leave that for another time?
Don't really understand what happened to Gran. I'm sure the more I go out and learn about the world and about how people are. I mean, old people are just like that, though, aren't they?
And just like what?
Like, they forget themselves. They forget who they are, they forget who you are, and they lash out, and they don't mean to lash out, and then they get sad. And then I think that was the worst bit. When it was the after bit. When she wasn't herself, and then she was again. And then that stopped a long time ago.
May just kind of pulls you in even closer. It's now a bear hug.
Yeah. Part of Aoife's ears going into the chest cavity.
Yeah. You're hearing like full on like blood rushing.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Happened
I'm
to
sorry.
Does that happen to every old person?
A lot of them.
I mean, you're. Oh, I mean, you're not. I mean, you're old, but you're not old. You're not like Granny old. I don't even know how old Granny was.
I'm probably older than your gran.
I don't know.
You'll learn this.
She was
Some
very old.
different people age differently sometimes.
Oh.
Some
Is that
people
why
have
you
really
and Calvis are like 200 years old and still look like not old people?
yeah, basically. No, actually, Calvis just has a really good skincare routine and takes her vitamins.
Seriously? What's the
Yeah.
skincare routine?
So it's that thing where you shove pine leaves on your face and you just rub it around a wee bit to get it clean.
But doesn't that hurt?
Hey, fine.
It's
Doesn't, like,
exfoliating. It's exfoliating.
I fell through a pine tree. I fell down a pine tree once, and my face was all covered in scratches afterwards. I don't think it would be a very good exfoliator.
I think that was because you weren't. I'll show you how to do it.
Okay, 'cause you have very nice skin.
Bash just pipes in. It's like you have to soak them first.
Oh, right, you can't just. Okay.
Yeah. You kind of need to lay it on like a face mask.
Don't want to do it with the dry pine needle.
No, not
You
the
can see
diamonds.
Calvis in the corner just taking the pines off his eyes. Sorry, what were you saying?
I know what you mean about old people. I'm sorry you had to deal with that on your own. That's horrible for a young person to go through on their own. We had back where I'm from,
Was she the same? Are they all called Gran?
it's more of a title more than anything else. They have a bunch of different names, but we had old people. We had people as old as your gran. Older, but same type of thing.
You know that, like, you know how Calver has like his little order of scribes? Is there an order of grannies?
Yes.
They all know each other.
Yes, there is. They all know each other. They all talk to each other. They all share cups of tea together. They all gossip. They tell you if you tell your granny something, it's like a domino effect. It's like bum ba
You
bum
tell
bum
them all.
bum. It's the best night. It's the best spy network in the land. The Gilf Squad.
No, not the Gilf Squad. I thought you were going to say something nice like the Knitters Club or like the Granny Network.
Coming from Robyn.
No. You expected something nice here? Nah, we got the Gilf Squad. They've got their own WhatsApp group. But
What's WhatsApp?
shh.
Is that explicit?
Aye. We'll add you to the group chat.
Hexbloods could likely have a group chat.
Yeah. Nicknamed the Coven. But in our back where we came from, it was more everyone helped out with the people that kind of lost themselves a wee bit. They took shifts doing it. It wasn't 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We had dedicated people who could come and help for the people and deal with that, and then they'd swap out. Because dealing with that for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week will tear you apart, and it's not good, and it's not right that you had to deal with that on your own, and I'm so sorry that you went through that.
At all. When I was really small, I mean, I suppose to you I'm small now, but when I was like tiny, I once tried to go to the village for help, but Gran wouldn't let me go. She said that bad things happened to people like us, in the village, so I didn't go.
That's sad. When you know not to go to certain parts of the woods, you kind of get stuck in your ways to not go to those certain parts in the woods, even
That's
if there's no
weird.
reason to.
Because when we went to Undeer, it was, I mean, I've never really seen a village before, but it was just some houses,
Yeah.
just some bits of stone and wood
Mhm.
and sheeps, and everyone likes sheeps.
Who doesn't like sheeps?
They're really tasty, but they're also really soft.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't understand why Granny said that I couldn't go there.
She might
I
have been
wonder-
hurt.
I wonder what the people in Undeer were like before they all went into Little Crystal Ball.
I'm sure you could ask them when we get out. They seem to have a... They seem to be able to talk a little bit easier now anyways. So you might be able to ask them. Ask them if they knew your granny.
Okay.
If you want to know. That's up to you.
And now that Aoife feels a little bit more comfortable with me, I mean, she always did. She kind of really did look up to me. She does look up to, like, everyone in the group, but she looks up to, like, me and Calvis the most. She pulls out her wee recipe book. She opens it, and there's a particularly long word that Aoife doesn't understand. It's just chicken scratch to her. So, you know how I said I grew up in the woods? I never learned how to read
Okay.
or write properly. Like, I know some words. I know that this says recipes and that it's not recipes. And I know what the spells in the book are like. I don't know, maybe it's a magic thing. But I'd like to learn at some point how to read.
Alright. Do you want to run through it?
Okay. Here's the book. It's a dice box.
It is for all of my dices. It is my little book of dice.
Yes, Elliot?
Just as a little flavor thingy in the background, I think that after they've eaten, like as this conversation is going on, after he sees that Calvert is done eating, he'll walk over to him and, like, as a quiet thing, just tap on his shoulder. And he'll be like, and he nods to the piano.
Like, okay. And he walks over, I guess, to the piano.
You know, just as a flavor that there will be, as this stop, as this conversation goes on, that you how the conversation gets nicer, you'll hear piano music maybe.
Sorry?
As the conversation becomes a bit nicer and all that, then they can hear the piano music in the background.
Yeah. I'll underscore their heartfelt conversation.
And it's just 3 blind mice. 3 blind.
3 blind.
Riverboat to you.
It's actually Cardi B's WAP.
Yeah.
So hard to
Me,
play
I have a
piano.
question.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how I have these growing out of my head and they're
Mhm.
gesturing to, like, the wee branch things? Where's yours? You're the
Yours.
next.
You saw them.
Was that...
Anyways.
Aoife's brain just explodes. She's just dead on the floor.
Roll up a new character.
Funny you say that. I already have one rolled up.
Let's
Funny-
bring him in,
Funny you
boys.
say that because I will never have the heart to kill off Aoife permanently. I don't have
Not
it
after
in me.
this. Not after this. Not after this.
He's our
there's
favorite little war criminal.
I will throw
Well-
all my NPCs as human shields in front of her before I kill that character.
Vass will be dead, and all of their daughters will be dead.
First it was for Roscar, now it's for Aoife. I just have to play to the heartstrings. I'm joking. Or am I?
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm joking.
Um,
That's a good way.
Well,
Huh.
everybody have enough to eat? Pascal's over. Still in his little apron and chef's hat.
The food was amazing. We still need to talk about. You mentioned the token things yesterday.
Oh yes. Let me see. And he starts like fumbling through his pockets, and he pulls out like a couple of different gemstones out of one, some like acorns out of another. He pulls out what looks like loose teeth from various different creatures, and then finally he pulls out a handful of like Milo had. They're little like leaf-shaped brooches. Think very much like what the Fellowship gets in Lord of the Rings.
I understand that
like-
reference.
Like,
I still can't believe you haven't watched it.
Ugh.
Lucas, I'm so disappointed.
Over
gonna-
Christmas we're
Like
having
my dad.
a Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
night.
Lord of the
We'll
Rings
do it over Discord. I don't care.
extended edition. Extended
That's
editions.
the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one for each of the
Mhm.
party members. So he's like,
Mhm.
I'll give Thaddeus his later when he's feeling better. But
Can I cast
basically,
identify?
can you cast identify on it?
Yeah.
Yes, go for it. Not me forgetting.
I'll explain the charge.
Yes, please
do
actually.
your little
please
thing
actually-
first, though.
Please actually put identify through so I can read the description.
Of course. Finish your wee thingy.
Space for these to work. They work better around trees and stuff. Basically, how fast the door will pop up. It'll take a while, quite a while. Like if you try to throw it down in the middle of a city, this place just doesn't play nice with those sorts of places. But this should give you access to come and go as you please.
Your audio. Oh, never mind.
They are enchanted to specifically work with each one of you individually. So if
Your audio is dropping off a bit, Alex.
So
There we go.
They are enchanted to work with each one of you specifically. So if you happen to lose yours or get stolen, whoever takes it won't have access into here. But yes, you have earned my favor, so to speak.
These are reusable, or is it consumed upon
They
use?
are reusable. So once you enter in, you will find that the brooch has basically resecured itself wherever you normally keep it pinned or whatever. Identify. You choose must touch the cast spell. It is a magic viewed object. You learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. It doesn't have charges. Vash just explained how to use it, and
Yeah.
Identify just kind of reconfirms that.
I was wanting to see if it would trigger the fancy thing. You mentioned my item can do.
Yeah, no, that's not what this is
Oh,
for. Sorry, there's a very specific thing I have that in mind for.
Okay.
Which you'll find out eventually.
Alright.
There aren't any specific spells on it. However, you do, I'll just say, it works a little bit like a detect magic too. You do detect like what would be closest to like conjuration and transmutation magic. Yeah. Again, Vasa's magic doesn't really adhere to like the arcane schools of magics, but they generally have a vibe that's like, hey, this is what it's closest to.
Sorry for casting spell.
Materialistically, they're made out of mostly like a silver alloy is what it appears to be made out of. But it is like green in color.
Awesome.
And that's all identify gives you.
You mentioned yesterday about potentially ferrying, air quotes, the refugees we have in our care to the dwarf city I forget the name of all the time. Is that still on the table, or...?
Sorry.
Sun Reserdo.
That's not the
Sun
dwarf city.
Reserdo.
Oh,
No, that was the boat
Oh, what?
city.
That's the boat city.
Yeah, you mentioned...
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on. Time out.
To me, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down.
Oh no, Elliot's glitching.
Oh. Am I?
Yes, you've become an abstract.
Yeah,
Oh no,
there we go, thanks.
On the stream, I seem fine.
Oh.
You were becoming lots
Just
and
look what
lots
I'm
of
doing on the
glitchy-
stream, man. It'll look like that. Yeah, are you still able to like ferry them across, or is that off the table?
I suppose I could if you're able to fetch them, although this really is going to be a one-time sort of thing, and I will be calling in a costly favor at some point.
How costly?
Nothing you'll miss.
Hold on. Alex is from the Feywild.
I will just need
Yes.
you. I will just need you to do something of significant importance at a later date.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm not going to
do-
ask to like physically take anything from you. Just favor for favor. This is a big favor, so I'm going to need a big favor in return.
So, but on another note, I want to go to Sun Reserdu. For I think my master is there. Since we got separated, I'd like to go see what the shit is. And of course, you guys don't need to come with. I'd appreciate having the company, but yes, I know you can't travel to Sun Reserdu with your tavern because of it's in Ingunite control, correct?
It's just difficult and alerts suspicion.
Yeah.
I could get you close.
If it helps anything.
I could get you close.
Or in...
It's fine. I can walk. Sorry?
Or in kind of already... left.
Well, you could just meet him there, I suppose.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we'd be going off to Sun Reserdu then. And if that goes tits up, this will be our backup plan, if that's alright.
Cool.
Amazing.
Need to go over there.
I think we're at a good spot to wind down. I do also apologize. I've had some personal stuff I need to hop off and take care of. So just before we start getting to a point where we start like doing stuff, and because of that, I think this is where we're going to call it for today.
No
So
problem.
thank you so much to everyone, Lukas, Robyn, Chloe, and Elliot. Sadly, Kieran couldn't be here today, but he'll be back with us next time.
Big thank you to Alex as well for such an amazing chill session, despite the technical difficulties.
Yes.
Technical
Discord.
difficulties.
Yeah. If you'd like to join us next week, we'll be streaming from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time at twitch.tv/PowerWordQuest.
Or you can find all previous episodes on our YouTube, called youtube.com at Powered Quest. But now we're affiliated, I believe that our episodes will also stay up on Twitch from now on. So that's also where you can find new ones.
Fancy schmancy. As well as that, you can. We also have the campaign as an audio-only podcast. You can find us on Spotify and Google Play.
That's it from us for this week. We will see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.